Hey folks, since I come from a sales background, I know the importance of generating leads. Well, as a performer, it's kind of hard to generate leads because events can feel like they're so few and far between. But I'm here to tell you there's lots of ways to generate leads, and most of them are more intuitive than you would think. They're just hiding just beneath the surface. So let's get into it. The first way that I network my way to get more leads and thus more gigs is Gig Salad. This website's amazing. It's super intuitive. I like how it gives you stats on your bookings. It tells you what type of event it is ahead of time. You can save responses such as party, wedding, kid's birthday, you name it. You can save that. So you can be the first one to respond with a well thought out quote. I personally really like the interface of Gig Salad. There's a paid version that I've even used. I highly recommend trying it out. It pays for itself pretty quickly because you can charge, $500 is pretty common to get on Gig Salad. Yeah, you'll win more quotes and you'll win more business if you keep it at the $200 range. But with Gig Salad, you can quote pretty high and expect to get, and they can haggle you. You can expect to get some pretty good leads from Gig Salad. All right, the second way that I network to get more leads is by befriending DJs. I just became a DJ and I've learned that I'm also the sound guy, the MC. Sometimes I'm like freaking security. So I've learned that the DJ is really plugged into the hive mind of many venues. So you definitely want that DJ to remember you. Maybe you spin in front of them, maybe you just drop a card, maybe you follow them on IG, but you want to be top of mind for like your city's hottest DJs. Because once they know what you can do in front of them, it makes them look good. They know you're going to get good footage and tag them. It gets the girls dancing. Like, there's so many benefits to having a live performer that DJs often will be, hey, can you come dance in front of my set? I found that to be a really good opportunity for me. So anytime I get the chance to meet a DJ, I'm offering to carry his stuff. I'm asking him about his equipment. I'm chatting him up because he's a smorgasbord of performing opportunities. All right, the third way that I network, I'm just going to say it's Craigslist. I know you think that's kind of whack, but Craigslist got me my best paying gig, which was like $12K over the course of a year. So I can't make fun of Craigslist. Honestly, I put out an ad for myself. It just said, hey, I'm a fire performer in this area. Here's my number or email or something. This was in Florida. And I wound up getting booked. It was $200 a night just for ambient fire performing at this super crowded bar, which I loved. And yeah, it was $400 extra bucks a week plus tips, plus all the footage I would get, plus anything I could hustle while I was there. So yeah, I thought it was a great opportunity. Craigslist is sketchy, so make sure you're, watching what you put out there about yourself. It was probably pretty dumb of me to put my number or email out there. You can parlay it all through like a Google number or whatever. But I would say that Craigslist is sketchy, but it paid me my best contract, so I thought I'd share it with you here. All right, moving on to number 4. Facebook events is very ripe with opportunity. When you scroll through Facebook events, you do have to do some clicking, like you click the promoter once or twice and you get to the promoter. Message them directly. You can come up with a really nice template that's like, hey, so-and-so, I love the events you host because you always have great vendors, or you got the best vibe, Say something like that, and they're like, okay, what does he want? Then you say, hey, I would love to add a visual element to your upcoming show. Boom, attach a clip of you spinning on stage, and you never know. It could just turn into, a farmer's market or some sort of weird event you didn't think was going to want a juggler or a hooper. And the next thing you know, they're like, yeah, we've always thought about having some live entertainment. And there you go. These are very fun because they're connected to Messenger, and I'm always checking Facebook Messenger. So the communication's pretty quick. You can get a pretty fast turnover. I don't know what it is about Facebook, but I feel like I've had great success on that app. Anyway, the 5th way that I like to get new leads is actually private schools. You can just message the principal or somebody at the front and be like, hey, I'm a performer. Do you ever need performers for prom? Prom paid me $500 last time I did one, so it's great. Typically, they're going to use Gig Salad or something a little more professional, but if you have a good enough highlight reel or a website or a really good looking Instagram, profile picture, maybe they'll hire you like that. I've personally performed at about 3 or 4 private schools now. They got a decent budget. It's fun to perform for kids. It's usually during, easy hours to perform at, like sometimes it's right after school. Sometimes it's at like a school event, which would be at dinner time. So yeah, most people are sleeping on all the private schools in their area. You can just Google private schools in Portland or wherever you are, and you just click the icon and it shows you their number. If you're sales minded. Just give them a call. Hey, who would I talk to pitch a performance to? And they'll say, okay, yeah, it makes sense. Go to the vice principal or event coordinator and get the email, copy and paste the template. I haven't done that much in Oregon, but definitely in Florida, it was a successful technique. Yeah, in general, people are sleeping on schools. They can be a major cash cow. So there it is. The 5 ways I network, 5 sort of apps and websites I use are Gig Salad, your local DJ, Craigslist, Facebook events, and private schools. Do you generate your own leads? If so, let me know. If I'm missing one and you're willing to share it, I'm definitely going to utilize that. I love sales. I love filling my funnel and sifting through different clients. Ooh, do I want to work here? Do I want to work there? What do I say to this person to get their attention? It's all fun. And once you build the templates out and you get rejected a few times and accepted a few times, it's a cakewalk. I probably network like this once a quarter. I'm trying to do it once every month, maybe once every week like my homie Garrett does. But I digress. Lead generation is very important. Make sure you have a way to do it. If you're taking performing seriously, you can't wait for gigs to come to you. Go get them.